Idiocracy was a movie you were never supposed to see.
Well, another theorist is at it again. Except this theory is all over the YouTube channels that are trying to serve you intellectual content. To me, they're still serving intellectual slop because Idiocracy is predicting nothing besides, side effects of capitalism. Yes, oh, the sentimental values, amazing. Future is bad, wow, should I give you a round of applause for that? Wow, I predict the future. That's me. I mean, it's, not the most impressive thing. It's a cool movie, though. Alright? Don't get me wrong. It's the most fascinating intellectual thing to just, witness a dystopia. And to understand Idiocracy, you just need to understand two dark sides or dark aspects of capitalism. People getting dumber. This is literally in the intro of Idiocracy. Creating a fundamental question of, why aren't people getting dumber? Because they're kind of not getting dumber. Maybe dumb people are louder because they're the first one to speak. They're the first one to attempt to destroy a reputation. And most importantly, the first one to make babies. To make dumb relationships. First ones to make mistakes. Because they don't care. They don't care what happens to them. A smart person would wait. Would patiently wait until there's a genuine opportunity that involves good people, not dumbasses. So I'm, on a waiting team. While it feels like dumb people rule the world, there's the counterpart, which is something that I already uploaded. The idea that if you're stupid, people will siphon money out of you. Money keeps you in check. Alright? Instead of people getting dumber, people get money, or they lose money. You're not allowed to be dumber. And if you're dumb, you're just gonna get the most basic-ass job, working your ass off, wasting most of your life in just serving other people. Next. Advertisements eat society. That's the other aspect of Idiocracy. These two aspects make up 90% of the movie. And you can see the advertisements always creeping in, always trying to snatch a valuable spot, valuable piece of attention. I've seen that shit creep into my Instagram and literally shut down an entire tab just to fucking feed me advertisements to see how I react. It is so fucking disgusting. What keeps advertisements in check? Freedom. You can choose to create your own thing, advertisement free, and advertise it as such. People gonna use it more because they want freedom. We actually moved towards the new, better things like the internet because it had lack of advertisement. And even when advertisements creeped in, we had the fucking ban hammer to kick them out of here with ad blockers. I mean, freedom always prevails. Freedom is always faster than the advertisement can't catch up. Which is, those two criteria fixes the downsides, but the downsides are still there if anything bad happens. Let's analyze more of this video, though. Harvest more insights in case I'm missing something, because this is very nice core of capitalism, right? Something you have to have learned already. If you have been on this earth in recent times, this was the system that ruled everything. It has hijacked your brain to make sure you care about money a lot. Money and freedom. I guess your heart was hijacked by freedom and your brain was hijacked. It's so poetic, it's so fascinating. And you must have learned that by now. This should be obvious to you. That's the real problem. go, idiots, it's time to rizz you up. It has electrolytes. And if it doesn't, don't put it in your mouth. It's not good for you. This is like the worst prediction of all time. It's the worst. That's exactly what they did. They played into the fucking thing. How did that happen? It has the electrolytes. It must be better than Lunchables now. God damn.
Idiocracy shows a future society filled with people addicted to mind-numbing content and prawn, politics becoming a circus, one corporation taking over 50% of the economy, aggressive and dangerous policing, courtrooms that look more like live entertainment, cars that can be shut off by the government, and every inch of the world covered in advertising.
I'm scared of how much I actually missed. There's so much more that has been listed that actually has to be considered. I mean, if stupid people rule the world, then brain rot becomes the other side effect. You can see the pillars of these side effects are in place. They're just not dominating the society. But yeah, I am stunned by this one, actually. Maybe it's the best Idiocracy video yet. Monopolism.
Politics becoming a circus.
That's also still true with Trump. Oh my god.
Aggressive and dangerous policing, courtrooms that look more like live entertainment, cars.
This one's true, but like, never has been finger pointed at. It is part of entertainment. I don't think it's that, like, outrageous.
And dangerous that look cars that can be shut off by the government, and every
Cars that can be shut off by the government. This one never happened, okay? But I can never say never, man. The world of theories is... We have to have a little bit of doubts to
creator
everything
of
you
Beavis
say.
and Butthead, specifically because he is remarkably average and
He's not average. He's definitely not average.
doesn't have any family, unable to find a woman willing to that don't even require them to move their head. Frito's stream of content feels eerily similar to XQC live streaming to tens of thousands of viewers playing Subway speaking intelligently, which, keep in mind, he's just speaking normally.
Joe was able to understand them, but when he spoke in an ordinary voice, he sounded pompous and to them.
He convinces himself
I genuinely feel if you strip away people's attempts in being normal, just introduce a little bit of salty drama into their lives, they turn into the fucking animals like that instantly. And it's the usual case. And it's the usual case, like I've seen it. There's a mystery box guy running around TikTok giving mystery box to different shop owners, and sometimes he gets yelled at. It's like, we're gonna call the cops and so on, right? You can expect this encounter to end up poorly half of the time.
he convinces himself he's
So the funny thing is, nothing changes.
with the primary care physician. Everything is so ridiculously simplified that
Yeah, so this one aspect is like running the whole show and inventing new crazy things to look at. That's the name of the game, Idiocracy. Combine democracy or the rule of majority and turn majority into idiots, and then we have a problem. Because the real democracy doesn't happen through voting, it's happening through working and serving each other. We keep the system intact, or we need extra help to keep the system intact, which introduces all this like weird automation. Because this guy is too stupid to serve the system without crutches, right?
and electrolytes just so happen to be one of the buzzwords Logan Paul
Yep.
and Mr. Beast repeatedly use when marketing crime and lunch.
Again, I love it that Mr. Beast got the dystopian cake delivered to his door. That, like, you did it, Mr. Beast. You get the dystopian achievement.
Joe is standing in a room with wallpaper made entirely out of dollar bills, which is symbolic of the currency becoming so worthless that it's more useful as decoration.
I'm telling you, this guy, did his
Than actual
research.
money, while we're track where they are at all times. Our phones are already acting as a version of the barcode system anyways. It's arguably worse. It knows where we are, where we have been, who we talk to, what we are talking about, what we buy, what we search for, and what we are interested in. They admitted that making fun of the brands is what killed the movie at the box office, because Fox was too scared of pissing off their advertisers.
Because we use real corporations in our comedy, these companies gave us their name thinking they were going to get pumped up. All these real corporations are like, wait a minute. Carl's Jr.
Welcome to Carl's Jr. Would you like to try our extra big taco?
And so Fox, who owned the movies, decided we're going to release this in as few theaters as legally possible.
Which is why we are likely going to get to Idiocracy sooner than we thought. Mike Judge thinks we are already there. As he stated after the movie's success, I'm no prophet. I was off by 490 years. And if watching societies collapse is your thing, people
The really weird thing is to predict a black president. Like, what? The movie came out 3 years before Obama. took office. It is fascinating, but I think this is good at predicting of what stupid people would do. Engage in brain rot, engage in politics too much, to where politics want to engage with the stupid people because they're the majority who make decisions, and they get fooled very easily, buying into something that is cool but toxic. Like, idiots already doing it. The only question would be, like, can they possibly run the world? Can they take over? And the funny thing about idiots is that they don't want to. They weaken themselves, they cripple themselves, they are busy doing a bunch of useless activities. They don't take responsibility to do what actually matters. It is, however, possible to see monopolies do incredibly stupid decisions that affect us all deeply. And in my personal life, it is possible to see idiots drive you crazy to the point where you want to distance yourself from the rest of stupid society. Idiots can take over. Right now, we're living in apocalyptic times, but the way idiots take over is through just pure destruction. Not through breeding more idiots. Not through slow process. You have your wars and you have your famines. I have a feeling that LARPing is on the pure destruction side, unfortunately. That you're not here to see what amazing things Americans can do. No, they're just looting their favorite YouTubers while I'm trying to actually provide like a serious set of videos to educate as much as possible. Because at least the audience exists here, right? A new audience I can tap into. I do have a responsibility to resist pure destruction of the idiots that I see every day. Idiocracy is not a prediction. It's a demon that exists, and we have to constantly fight it. You should not be compelled to want to be stupid because somehow stupidity alleviates all the bad feeling. It gives you freedom to make up your own reality. Yeah, one of the biggest parts of the movie is that the main hero is vilified all the time. This is what it feels like to be attacked by this idiocracy demon, where evil people and stupid people surround you, and their decision is to destroy you, that you're the problem, when you could actually be the solution instead. That's the ultimate battle, to try and somehow convince the population that you can solve a big problem, to make them listen to you. Like, why is that the real problem in the end of the day? Why is it almost like a life journey to be going through idiocracy? In case you're a smart person, it's almost like written in the script. That was my theory, that I can't really expand upon. There's not that much to it, but it is also just a theory. A LARP theory. I mean, I do have to remind you the context of what the theory actually was. It's almost like this guy has been transported to the place where he's the smartest man. I mean, that was the plot. What it's like to feel like the smartest man. That is the ultimate simulation that this movie is providing. You feel lonely, you feel under attack, you can't understand how the world works because it makes no sense. I mean, this guy was chased by police just because he doesn't have a barcode. That was crazy. So you almost get attacked by not following the dumbest of rules. Sound familiar? At least in the end of the day, smart people can talk to each other, they can understand each other from miles and miles away using arts, like years apart as well. Smart people can tap into their own ecosystem and continue to grow, even if that means disconnecting from the rest of the society. In turn, making me obligated to display that, in fact, I am connecting. That is my main purpose, for my brain to live in the smart people's brain juice, and not just give in to the brain rot. All I'm hoping is this fight is gonna be over at some point. Please. Thanks for watching.